Midlands community, we are thrilled to be talking with Sara Lynn. She is a SASS instructor and teaches courses throughout the Midlands. So Sara Lynn, welcome.
Thank you.
And can you just tell the community a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I am Sara Lynn. I am a mother of two daughters and one son, and was born and raised in South Carolina and have lived in the Midlands for just about all of my life, and really love South Carolina and especially love the Midlands area.
And how did you first learn about SASS?
I was first introduced to SASS actually about 10 years ago. I worked with an organization on the campus of the University of South Carolina doing women's ministry. And one of the events that we hosted and that I helped to coordinate was a SASS course. And so as I helped to coordinate that, I also got to participate in the class, did SASS 1 and SASS 2 all in one evening, and absolutely fell in love with it then.
So then so that was about 10 years ago, how did you end up becoming an instructor, or what made you decide you wanted to be able to share SASS with people?
Sure. So after my first class, it was about 7 or 8 years after that until I took another class. And again, that love that I had for it, I remembered it all over again. And it was so neat because as I was taking the second class, I realized I have not forgotten anything that I learned from that first class. And I think part of it is that I practiced a little bit as those years had gone on. But because it all was just so meaningful to me, that it all kind of just really stuck with me over those 7 or 8 years. And in experiencing that class again and feeling the empowerment that it gave me, but then also recognizing the physical strength that it kind of armored me with, I knew I want to be part of giving this and sharing this with women and girls.
So Sara Lynn, you have been working with women and girls throughout the Midlands as a SASS instructor. Can you share with us some of your observations from your experience?
Sure. Every class that I teach and every class that I've ever been a part of is incredibly fun. We are a group of women, and sometimes women and girls getting together, just having a really good time. We laugh, we get to know one another, and we have an incredible time. One thing that I just love so much about instructing courses is that in every course, while the beginning of a class might seem a little uncomfortable, maybe the women come in and they're a little bit shy, they're reticent to do some of the moves, they're not quite as loud. But in every class, there's this moment. And it's in some classes, many of them, it's the same moment. It's this one move that we do that brings these women together. They all at the same time begin to think and believe, we can do this. We can do this. We can do these moves. We can do them with power. We can do them with oomph and with gusto. And it's in that moment that kind of the atmosphere of the course changes. The feeling in the room kind of lifts. The women in the room begin to be louder and to have more power in their moves. And it's in that moment that as an instructor, I get so much joy out of seeing women really kind of not just feel that they are empowered, but act on the empowerment that they know they have.
You also teach the Sassafras class, which is our curriculum for elementary school girls and their mothers. Can you talk with us a little bit about the Sassafras class?
I love teaching the Sassafras class. It is so sweet to see mothers and daughters learn these moves together. There's a part in the class where moms and daughters have an opportunity to talk just together, just one-on-one. It's unscripted. We just say to moms and daughters, y'all have a moment right now just talking about your worth and your value and about your love for one another. And that is such a sweet thing to see, moms and daughters having this moment of just kind of connecting and talking about their worth and their value. But what I really love about the Sassafras course is how it is so gently powerful. It is teaching young girls starting at age 6 that not only are you worth protecting, not only are you so incredibly loved, but you, if you need to, can protect yourself. And then we arm both the mothers and the daughters together in knowing how to defend and protect themselves should they need to. But the overarching theme of the Sassafras course is not fear, not what ifs, not scary statistics, but just truth about how a young girl all the way up to older grown women are valuable and worth protecting. And kind of the theme of it all is for mothers to teach their women, to teach their daughters, excuse me, that they can advocate for themselves no matter their age, that they can speak up, that they can say when something doesn't feel right, that it doesn't feel comfortable. And then if they need to, that they can take out their tools that they have and that they have learned to then physically defend and protect themselves.
Why do you think that the SASS training is important and needs to be in the hands of every woman and girl?
I love that you asked, why does SASS need to be in the hands of every woman and girl? I think sometimes we think about women's self-defense and we think just of a woman, a grown woman, but it is so important to train not only women, but also young girls as well, because every girl, every woman, from the minute that she's born, has value and has purpose and is loved and is designed so perfectly and so beautifully, and she is worth protecting and defending. And these classes, the curriculum for all of the SASS Go classes, bring dignity to women because of their value and because of their worth and because of how incredibly loved that they are. And their value is just reaffirmed by teaching them and instructing them and reminding them you are worth advocating for yourself. And then if you need to, you are worth defending yourself physically with the tools that you already have. We say, let's just teach you how to use those tools.
So today is Midlands Gives, and it is a day of generosity for nonprofit organizations across the Midlands. And SASS Go is honored to be participating for the first time. And we are asking for donors to make a donation of $20, because with $20, we can train a woman or girl who may not otherwise be able to participate in the training.
You know, just helping one woman to be able to take a SASS Go class, not only does it teach her, not only does it remind her of her value and her worth, that she's worth advocating for, that she's worth protecting, and then beyond that, not only does it give her the tools for her to be able to physically protect and defend herself should she need to, and that alone is worth it, you know, but it goes far beyond that. You know, that one woman is not isolated. She lives with people. Maybe that one woman has daughters, maybe even not just daughters, but sons, where she's able to teach her daughters, you know, you are worthy, you are loved, you've got dignity, and you're worth defending too. And then where she can teach her sons about the worth and the value of women and how to treat them and how to treat them with respect. And that branches out to her entire community. So it is to support just one woman through SASS Go. We are supporting and protecting and helping to defend entire communities just by supporting one woman.
Thank you, Sara Lynn.
You are